Hey, is the camera on? Rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Sheesh. Sheesh.
Play it.
How about I use it to play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Yo. Hey, first time Mandem is on. Nah, I need to be serious, bro. First time I'm on SUDO Legacy. Hi, everyone. Welcome to SUDO Store. Oh, my God. Well, I keep saying SUDO Store. I'm too connected to SUDO Store, man. But hey, so, and this is SUDO Legacy. Train again. Here we go. What's up, guys? Welcome to SUDO Legacy. My name is Good Luca, and I go by Good Luca, obviously. My name is Luca Alfred Epinmate Dem, and I'm South Sudanese, whatnot. But yeah, so I started SUDO Legacy because um, it's a space where we can talk about the legacy of South Sudan, legacy that we can leave as individuals, as South Sudanese, as young people, um, something for other people to look up to when you're gone or when you're here, to be a good role model, to just, hear everyone's story. Youth, older people, parents, mothers, fathers, everybody has a different story to tell. And I think they should all be heard. So that's why. But I'm going to start with myself. So behind the camera here, Mazda Production, and he's going to be asking me a few questions. And that's a question I'm going to be asking people on the next episode. So let's get on with it.
All right, Mike. First question. What values do you want to be remembered for?
What values do I want to remember? What values do I want to be remembered for? I want to be remembered that I'm someone that contributed in shaping shaping a better generation, I guess. Um, Showing the good side of Sudanese, the positive side, showing the way of how to, I don't know, become a good person, I guess. And yeah, just do something good that you can leave behind, whether that's in community, your personal level, and yeah, everyday life.
How have your life experiences shaped the person that you are today?
Um, how? Hmm. I mean, I had a tough life, so I reckon that's the big factor of what I am today. And obviously, before that, it's my parents, like the way they raised me, my whole family, like we were following like their guidance and every steps and stuff. And some stuff even back then there were background noise and stuff. But as my dad passed and stuff, I get to remember all the stuff he used to tell me about life and how he actually handled me or all our siblings if we're having conflicts and stuff. He used to actually sit me down, like he treated me like I was an older person, which I respect so much. And I didn't see the value of it back then. But it comes to all that and me being in Australia, having a tough life, face racism, obviously, learning a new language. I'm still learning English until now. Switching from Arabic to English, not knowing Dinka that well. I used to speak Dinka well, but because I don't use it as much, so I forgot Dinka as well. And yeah, just trying to fit in, or I don't know, just have your own value while everybody else doing other things as well. So to hold yourself accountable, hold yourself to a standard that you can't break no matter what other people around you are doing and stuff. So yeah, that's about it, I guess.
What impact do you want to have on your community and to the world?
The impact I want to have to the community. To be honest, the reason I'm interested in community is because I want to learn about my culture. Um, I want to learn about my culture. I want to learn um, the language, traditions, and also I want to be part of community and bring youth to the community. Um, Show them the value of the community, which I'm still trying to find out also myself. And yeah, just by the time, we're not young anymore. So soon enough we're gonna be the community, and we gonna have our kids and our kids' kids or their nephews and nieces. They're the one gonna be taking over after us. So it's pretty much basically leaving a legacy that someone else gonna follow, like a footsteps. And to the world is, I would be really happy if I could be part of a team that helped to create a better generation. That's why I had an initiative of making good generation group, because I believe there's always good in people. And it's because a lot of now generations, a lot of bad things that is being promoted as a fun things to do. So being good is really hard and it's a boring thing to do. So that's why I'm hopeful that I can be a part of a team that kind of promotes or make the better generation, I guess. Yeah, that's about it.
Um, yeah.
Yeah. What else?
Um, who are role models that inspire you and why?
Role models that inspire me. To be honest, anyone that is doing good. When I look at social media, there's a lot of people, especially in Melbourne. There's a lot of youth that actually got me to want to do this podcast. I'm not a really person on the camera like that. I'm not comfortable on the camera. But I thought, you know what? It is what it is. How worse can it get? You know? So if it's gonna make a difference, I might as well do it. And I can't get anyone else to do it the way I want it. So I might as well be the one doing it myself. And obviously it's not gonna be great, but over time I believe I can improve and get better and send the message that I'm trying to send to people. So the people that inspired me, I would say my older brother, my dad, my mom, my siblings. We have like a high standard in our family. And the people around me as well. Like I try to be around good people, learn from them, get better. Yeah, it's the whole community. Even back home, like we had a good community back home, so that makes it easier to follow the right footsteps, I guess. And that's the same environment I'm trying to create for the next generation. Yeah.
Nice. What small steps can you take to build a legacy that you'll be proud of?
Say it again.
What small steps can you take to build a legacy that you'll be proud of?
Oh, small steps. Well, I think this is one of the small steps, the one we're doing right now, recording this, because I was pretty nervous about it. And I was like, I don't think I want to watch it. I don't know how people are going to see it, how I'm going to sound. I don't think I like my voice very much, but hey, it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, this is one of the steps I would say. Just when you have an idea, just execute. Get it done before it gets cold or before you lose motivation. So that's why I just say, you know what, I'm gonna come today and we record it. It looks good, bad. Just get it done. To be honest, I've never been on camera. I don't even like being on camera. But I thought of this initiative and I talked to my nephew, Maza Production, and he supported it. He said that could actually be something. That's why I'm just here. If you get to see this video online, it means I overcame my fears and what people think about me and how bad I might sound and stuff. If you get to see this, it means I just say what it is what it is. These YouTube videos and stuff, this is already like one of the steps. And hopefully I can be consistent with it and interview people outside. But I wanted to start with myself first. And and then I can go around trying to get from youth and the adult as well. I mean the oldest people. To get every perspective, mothers, fathers, uncles, aunties, daughters, nieces, nephews, all that. Everybody have a voice. Everybody have an opinion and they should be heard without judgment, without you saying, they're insane or they're saying nonsense and stuff. It might resonate with anyone, that might hear it out there. So yeah, that's the small steps I'm working on. Apart from that, I'm working myself, trying to get back to fitness, be disciplined, wake up early, sleep early, all that. So yeah, that's it for the question 5. If the nephew here agrees as well, I don't mind interviewing him. I'm trying to interview my nephew, and yeah, just see how we go. So Mazda Production, welcome, and maybe tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So what's going on, guys? My name is Marial. I'm the cameraman.
Cut.
What?
What's your full name?
Marial.
No, it's not.
Marial Alam Marial.
Yes,
Why should I say my full name for?
because that's what you're supposed to, and it's part of legacy. Like say, what's your mom's name too?
Leak your mic off?
Say
What?
Say your father's name. 4 names actually.
Nah, I don't know. What is it? Marial Alam Queen Jack Hawk,
Yeah,
something like that.
Hawk, yeah. Marial Alam Marial. What is it? What's the second one?
Nah, it's like Marial Alam Queen Jack Al Hawk. Marial
Alam Marial Kunjok Hawk.
Yeah, Queen Jack Hawk.
And what's your mom's name?
Hey.
Full name.
Yenakuich Alfred Nephew.
That's all the same name. Alfred Apinimated.
Oh, Pinimated.
So Yenakuich Apinimated them. So last name is them. Anyways,
do I have to introduce my parents as well?
Yeah, you're both sides.
Why?
Part of legacy, remember? Yeah.
So you meant to.
So people can learn that. And at least you need to say 3 of them.
Reveal your whole family's thing. Oh,
it's part of legacy. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. So do you know where's your mom from?
Nope. You don't?
She's Nyanakun from Chich. So you release Chich side, which is you release, and Chich goes into 2 as well. There's Sodor and there's Law. So your mom is from Law. Your dad is from Law as well. And both of them, they're from Kwiti as well. But then your dad is from Padwal, and your dad is from Kun. So your mom is basically Kun, and your dad's Padwal. So that makes you Padwal. Yeah?
Damn.
You get to learn that. Yeah. There's more deeper to that. So they call us Kwiti. And then Kwiti is split. There's Nam, which is the biggest side my mom is from as well.
Yeah.
And then your dad is a section of Nam as well, which they call them Padwal. And then within the Kwiti, there's other sections, and then there's Kun. So Kun means the last born, because my dad's side is really small, so they call us Kun. So your mom's from Kun, your dad is from Nam. Or Padwal, yeah. Anyways, let's get on to it, yeah?
I'm not going to remember what he just said.
What did you say?
Nothing.
Yeah, so I'm going to ask him same questions that I was asking myself before, and I'll see how we go with it. Yeah? So, first question. What's first question?
You didn't even let me get to introduce myself, bro.
Oh, yeah, go on. I thought I already did that for you.
What's going on, guys? Hey, shut up. Let the man speak.
Go.
What's going on, guys? It's Mariala. Win.
See, even the chain don't want you to speak, bro.
Hey,
Marial,
if the second one comes, that's
Marial, not Marial.
That's how you know this is stage, bro.
All right, go.
Anyways, what's going on, guys? It's Marial, aka Mazza Photography, aka Mazza Photography Production, aka Mazza, the man behind the camera. Well, at the moment, you got Luca behind the camera, but
good Luca.
I'm the producer, the videographer, the photographer, everything behind the camera. Came out today because I want to tell you guys about my story, and yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. That's good. Yeah. Well, let's just dive into the questions. Yeah. So yeah, the first question was, or is, what values do you want to be remembered for? Let's say if today is your last day, what would you want to be remembered for?
A young Sudanese kid who really tried to do something different in terms of business. Because I don't think there's a lot of kids who are my age that do like photography production, like more Sudanese based. Obviously, you got other African countries that do that, but I want to be known as a Sudanese kid who is trying to start a business in a different industry than what everybody else is doing.
That's good.
Yeah.
How about aside from the business, as a personal level, like let's say your friends, your family, and the whole South Sudanese as community, what do you think, or what should they remember you for?
Being one of the friendliest photographers out there in Melbourne.
How about your family?
Being a very family.
How do you think your family will remember you?
Uh
As what? You're the big brother as well, so don't forget to mention that you're the oldest.
I don't know. I really don't know how they feel about me, but I
No,
mean,
well, just guess it from what you carry yourself, how you carry yourself. How do you think?
I guess the older brother who tried to build a legacy and hoping that somebody will take over one day,
Okay, that's good
something
enough.
like that.
All right. All right. Let's go to the second question. How have your life experience shaped the person you are today? Tell us your story.
um, I wouldn't really say much of my life experience really changed me, but it's more so what's been going out in the world right now. Obviously, you got national crises and stuff like that, and obviously a big thing that Sudanese kids are known for, obviously youth crime and stuff like that. So I guess based off that, I wanted to be like one of the very few reasons, and also showcase that not all young kids are criminals. Like obviously you have kids that make their own decisions, but not all of them are bad. So you got some who are actually trying to build something for themselves, and if not for themselves, obviously for the next generations to come, because you never know what could happen later on after after you pass. Say for example, someone takes over your legacy, takes over your business. That thing could go on for many years, and that's something that I want to sort of picture myself as, not just to obviously the community out there, and not just the Sudanese community, all other communities. You got the Australian community, so on and so forth. Also, it's like I also want to be an inspiration to other Sudanese kids, especially who are my age, if not younger, to show that they can start a business. They just need to make sure that they find something that they like and stick to it long enough that'll hopefully pay off in the long run. So yeah, that's literally about how it is.
Wow, that's deep, man. Yeah, thanks for that. Um, yeah, I think I'm gonna ask more about that, but let's go to finish the questions first, and I'll see. So the third question is, what impact? I think you kind of answer some of it at least, but I will still ask, what impact do you hope to have on a community and the world, like in South
Um,
Sudan with the youth or in the future, all that? Yeah.
I mean, my impact is just obviously motivate kids, if not my age, younger or older. Man, bro,
Pause.
it needs to
Commercial
get
break.
lost,
We
man.
got a train coming. We have a lot of train here.
Far every time I speak, a train comes in, man. Anyways,
So
so what
yeah,
was the
it's
question
about the
again?
impact. Go on.
What did you say? What was the
The
impact?
question was, what impact do you hope to have on on the community and on the world or in the world?
That young kids can start businesses as well. It's not that you have to wait till you turn 20, or you have to finish uni, or you have to finish school to start a business. You can start in your own house, and all it takes is just the mindset, the focus. Once you start something, you can't, and you got to be able to finish it. But that's obviously going to take a lot of commitment. So, I just my impact that I want to bring out is just that other kids can start businesses, and it doesn't matter under what other circumstances you got going on. Obviously, we all go through little things, and we got little things that impact. Obviously, a big thing when it comes to starting a business is financial, and obviously, you got many different people. If not yourself, you can find a job, you can save up, you can even get loans and stuff to start those little businesses. But the only thing is that if you start a business, you got to stick to it, because you can't let that all go to waste. So yeah, that's basically my impact. That's the impact I want to make.
Wow, something I need to work on as well. But yeah, that was a good one. It woke me up. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So that was the third question. Fourth question says, who are the role models that inspired you and why? So mention a few real people if you want to.
Mm, well, to be honest, I don't really have too much people I can give praise to, but I do have a few. Obviously, my mum would be the first starter. Obviously without her sacrifices, and obviously when I started this business when I was young, if it wasn't for her driving me to my jobs to complete them and watch over me, supervise me, I don't think I would have kept this business running. To be honest, because I started this when I was about 17 years old.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't for my mum taking me to my job sites and stuff, I don't know where I'd be right now in terms of photography. So obviously I want to say thanks to my mum, also to my uncle, the man behind the camera. If you never gave me a camera, I wouldn't have ever done it. Cause crazy to think that obviously you got what, like, when you start a business, you got that motivation, but sometimes you got to think about where it all started from. And obviously it all starts with one source, is with a camera. And obviously I knew I couldn't afford a camera because I was working at McDonald's, man. I was getting like one shift a week, if not one shift a fortnight. And that would have been at least $50. Go to school, finish it all, just like that. But if it wasn't for my uncle, if he never gave me that advice to start a business with photography, I don't know where I'd be at right now. Because obviously, I took the camera. I had interest in doing photography for a very long time, actually. But it's just that I got worried that once I started the business, I couldn't get out of it. And I thought that it would fail. But obviously, with a bit of reinsurance and motivation as well, as things start to pick up, all it takes is one client to complement your work, and that
100%.
just drives you even more. Next thing you know, you got multiple people coming to you back to back to back, and then it's just like got to sometimes think about like where that source came from. And obviously, it would be my uncle, man behind my camera. If you never gave me that camera, I don't think I'd ever do this photography stuff. Like honestly, no, stuff this camera stuff. Uncle Luca, seriously. If you never gave me this camera, I wouldn't have done this photography stuff, man. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Nah, I appreciate you, man. But hey, I don't want to share the credit by myself, yeah. So this camera was actually Uncle Kami's one,
Oh,
but
right.
we
Yeah.
got it to use it for good generation group stuff. Remember when we went to hiking?
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then after that, we thought, you know what? Because you were taking photos of us,
Yeah.
so I thought you were actually good at taking photos. So I like hang on to it and see how you go with it, and that's how you turn out. So I'm glad I did that. And the cameraman, Kamis agreed as well. So yeah, it turned out good. I'm proud
I
of you.
forgot to mention that as well.
Mm,
Obviously, with that camera stuff, as I started to get good, you started to see my like significant improvement. And I kept telling you about the clients I was getting in and stuff, and how I wanted to get new lenses because obviously I was getting into sports photography. So I would have a lot of my siblings, if not clients, like my mates and all that. They'd ask me to come out to the games, but I would ask them what sport they're doing because if it was long range stuff, I wouldn't have done it because the lens I had was very small.
yeah.
So also another credit to you. If you never bought me that long range lens that I needed, I'm telling you, that lens, that was the reason why my whole business kicked off. So if you
Yeah.
never got me that 55 to 250 millimeter lens at aperture f4.5 to 5.3, the camera people behind the camera would know what I'm talking about. It's a
Yeah.
zoom lens. I don't think I wouldn't have done this photography stuff, honestly. So thank you again.
You're welcome, man. To be honest, I don't even remember all that
Yeah.
and how much
You got it for me on my
in
birthday.
effect. Yeah, yeah. I remember now, but
Yeah.
I forgot. I literally forgot
Yeah.
about it.
It was
But
about $500. You
yeah.
knew you couldn't afford it, but you still got it anyways.
Hey, man. I'm glad it turned out good.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you're my nephew, man. I'm actually proud of the person you become. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you, man.
But we'll leave that for another episode. I'm gonna be right there doing the thank you to Mazda Production, 100%. But yeah. Well, so that was question 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we have the last question. Question 5. It goes. What small steps can you take every day to build a legacy that you're proud of? Like some real practical steps that you take, whether it's with your mother production, with your own personal goals, your goals with your family, for example, with community, all that.
Yeah, I mean, the little steps I could take, obviously, I would break them down, but I don't think we have much time to do that. Let's just make it as simple as I can.
Yeah.
Obviously, recruitment. Recruitment is very important, especially to somebody that wants to make an impact to the community. You definitely want to recruit people who are younger and they're eager to learn about the industry of photography. So obviously that would be recruiting my siblings and stuff to help me out with my jobs, and hopefully they would learn. They would learn. Oh my days!
Train is back again.
That would be like just recruitment, like recruit young kids who are eager to learn so you can pass your knowledge on to them, and obviously hosting little clinics as well as doing community events. If you see a little kid and he looks like he's interested in your camera, show him what the camera is,
Yeah.
let him take photos. Give him your camera for a second, just show him the little basic stuff. Tell him to point somewhere, you tell him to take a photo of that. Next thing you know, if that photo comes out good, he'll get excited, and then that's all he's going to look forward to as he grows up. So obviously it would be recruitment and to start little clinics and stuff like that. So if not clinics, it'd just be going out to community events and just watching out for little kids who are eager about the just cameras and stuff like that, something new that they've never seen before. If they like what they see, let them have a go. You never know where that could take them. So that'd be pretty good.
Wow. Hey, that's real, man. Big time. Yeah, I never even thought of that part. But yeah, kids are curious, man, and
Yeah,
that could be
man.
a starting point for them to kind of get stuff. Yeah, so we'll finish with the pseudo legacy questions. How old are you now?
19,
19, 20, yeah?
2020.
Wow, mashallah. Yeah, so let's say kids in your age,
Mm-hmm.
that let's say they have no purpose, they have no job or study and stuff. How would you get them to start if you were to give them advice? What would you tell them?
Good question. To be honest, I wouldn't really. It's kind of hard to do that because obviously trying to educate someone that's about the same age as you,
Mm.
it's
No, I mean not educate them.
it's
Like if they were your friend, for example,
oh
and
yeah,
they
obviously.
and they have no purpose, you just
Oh,
see them there every day. They just want to like go around, hang around, do because they're bored. Obviously, there's nothing for
yeah.
them to do. So
I
how would
mean,
you suggest them to do some stuff?
obviously, just implement ideas into their head. Just tell them like, what do you like to do? Like, just sort of just bring up the topic like multiple times because obviously, if they keep on thinking about it, it will just come up randomly in their head. So just ask them like, what do you like to do aside, for example, like say they're a sporty person, what do they like to do like aside sports? Like, do they want to open up a business in what either want to be a barber or they either want to be a barber or they want to be, I don't know, a hairstylist, something like that, And it could be anything. Like just implement, like the way I would do it is just have just a normal conversation about him. Just ask them like, what is it that you want to do in life? Obviously, if sports doesn't work out, what would be a plan B? And obviously, if they don't really have motivation, I would just start implementing ideas into their head. Like, would you want to be a barber? Would you want to do this? Would you want to do that? Because obviously, if they don't have any ideas in their head, the only thing I can do is implement ideas into their head, put some ideas into their head and what they actually like.
Mm.
And if they don't like anything that I'm suggesting, I could say, why don't you try to do some photography? Just like sort of give them ideas. If not, I'll bring them on with some work with me, and then hopefully that will change, like bring some sort of motivation to them, to start a business of some sort. So for me, I guess it would just be like just keep on bringing ideas into head because everybody has different minds. Everyone has different desires that they want to do. Whereas obviously when they grow up, even me, I'm a sporty person, but footy obviously didn't work out for me. So I gotta figure out something else that I gotta do. So why not just implement ideas into someone else's head, and that could hopefully change it. Like they could hopefully turn that into an actual business as they grow up. So that's about the only way I'd be able to do it.
Wow, it's crazy. But yeah, hey, I'm gonna ask you the same question twice again.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it like as you, yeah. So let's say, how would you, if you were lost or stuck or don't really know what are you doing or what are you trying to do? What's your plan? You just wake up and go, just roll with the day, like just go with the flow and stuff. So let's say, how would you want someone to? How would someone, let's say, get you like motivated, get you thinking? What approach would work for you? You think?
I mean, for me, I reckon that if I was to get some sort of advice
Mm.
from somebody who's already has a business open, that would give me some sort of drive. And if they were to, just put some ideas into my head, just speak to me about things that I could be doing as I grow up. If I have no motivation for nothing, if anything, they could, if they were to ask me to bring them onto some jobs to do with them, that would be pretty good. That would give me a drive of some sort. And if not just that, just looking for jobs in general. There could be some sort of jobs that you'd actually like to do. That would give you some drive, motivation to start something. So I guess that's the only way I'd want someone to approach me. Just give me advice, put ideas into my head, and
But
just
I mean, how would they, let's say, what's the language they should use to like kind of bring it without sounding rude or commanding? For example, I'm your uncle, yeah?
mm,
So how do you feel when I give you advice? For example, when I see you're not really doing what you're supposed to be doing or you're not in the right path and stuff. I've given you lecture a couple of times and stuff. How does that look to you? Because let's say back then on my times, when uncles or my mom or someone older like giving me a lecture, I'm not really thinking about them. I'm just thinking like, man, when is this gonna finish so I
yeah,
can get out of there? That's literally what I'm thinking because I'm like pissed off. I'm not really into a
irritated.
mind of
Yeah,
listening.
irritated.
Yeah,
I
irritated,
mean,
literally.
the sort of tone, if you wanted to try motivate somebody,
Mm.
would be like a casual and like a motivational tone. So that would be like speaking in a serious way, but obviously energetic as well. So you could say like you could be suggesting ideas to me, and if I say I wanted to do this, I would want you to be like, yeah, you should do that, bro. Like almost sound like you can. It's almost like you can do it, sort of tone. You
Or
know what I
like
mean?
give them
So
that energy, like
yeah,
motivation.
literally
What? Okay.
have that energetic tone. If you ever want to motivate somebody who's younger, don't yell at them. Don't give them that super
Be
serious tone.
playful.
Yeah, be playful, be energetic when you're saying it. Because if anything, they'll be happy about it because they know that you're not getting angry at them or some sort. So when it comes to giving advice to someone, just be very casual with it and don't sound too serious. Make it energetic. Make it like a like a nice tone in a way, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. So the third question, which is the same question, but now, if you were an uncle, how would you give some
Oh God.
young person advice? Like what language you think an uncle or an auntie or a mother or a father should use to try to speak to their kid without offending them, without making them mad? Just like how I told you, when they talk, like it kind of gets you mad and you're not
Yeah,
even listening. You just want to be out of there or get over done with it. So
yeah,
what you reckon? How should they be saying all the stuff that pissing them off, or how they want you to be in life, or what? I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, say for example, if I was the uncle and I wanted to speak to my kids
Mm,
about wanting to potentially start up a business or ask about their careers, honestly, I would just sit them down and I just have that normal convo with them.
mm,
It's not like I want direct answers with them. I just want to have a normal conversation, just know the ideas of what they want to do in life.
okay.
And obviously, if I don't feel that something's gonna work out with that, I will tell them straight away that that is not gonna that's probably not the best idea, depending on what they want to do. Because obviously, you need to always have a plan A, plan B, and a plan C.
Mm,
Obviously, everybody has a plan A. You got sports that you want to be in. You want to play soccer. You want to be a professional footballer. You want to be a professional soccer player, tennis player, so on and so forth. That's plan A. You need to always have a plan B and a plan C. You need to have a business idea that you want to do. So that could either, say for example, sports don't work because maybe you got injured, a sports career-ending injury. You could be either just working, just normal casual job, but you don't always want to be working under people because starting a business is the best thing, especially when you're young. It's the best thing to do. So 100% it would be plan B would obviously just have your casual job, but plan C you need to have that business at the back of your head because you need to bring it into life. Start suggesting your ideas. So obviously I would sit them down. I would ask them what do they want to do within their career and they can just suggest their ideas to me.
mm,
And if not, if I feel like if they are very motivated about that, then obviously I could offer support to them. Because if anything, when it comes to starting a business, you always need support or you need a starting point. So if I was a parent and I wanted to help my kids start a business, I would offer that support, because not only would that give them that drive to actually keep going with it, it's gonna like get them to start thinking straight away of new ideas, new things that they can do. And it's just a matter of them sticking to it. So think about it almost like an investment to your child. If you want your child to start a business, you need to
Mm.
offer your support first, because they're not going to just start a business with their own, financial situations.
Obviously, yeah.
Obviously, well, we have money, we won't have money, but offer the support that you can, and when you can, because that's the only thing that will drive your kids to succeed in the business industry.
100%. But hey, nah, I got a question. It just came back in my head.
Yeah.
So let's say you're saying all this in a proper way and stuff, but they just piss you off somehow. Now you're just full on pissed off. How would you deal with them?
Then I would reassure them that I'm not trying to harass them or anything like that. I just want what's best for them.
How would you keep your cool? That's literally
Keep my cool.
Like, yeah, like African really have like
High tempered.
yeah.
Yeah, fair
How
enough.
would you keep
When
your
something
temper?
doesn't go their way,
You know,
I guess for me,
when
keep-
they're not listening to what you're trying to tell them and all that.
well, honestly, it's just a matter of just like try not to. You just gotta keep reassuring them. You gotta, like, if it's not gonna work out today, if they get irritated today, let them be. Give them a break. In 2 days' time, when you're having dinner, speak of that, bring it up again. Because the more you bring up the ideas, obviously they're gonna be cool. They're gonna be hot. They're gonna be cool. You never know. You always want to keep bringing it up. If they get pissed off at the idea, so be it. Let them be. Because if anything, that's gonna be stuck in their head. And then, say for example, the next day they forget about it. When you're making dinner, or when you have, father son, father daughter, mother son time, whatever it is, you just keep on bringing that idea up into their head. And the next thing you know, if you keep bringing it up and they actually like what you're talking about,
Yeah.
they would actually tell you what they want to do within that business. Because if you suggested a business idea for them to do, they would actually be looking into it, and they'd say like, I need to do this, I need to get this to start off this. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just a matter of just reminding. And obviously, a lot of African parents can get high tempered, especially when they explain kids stuff to their kids, and they don't really listen. And that's normal. That's kids. That's how they are. But the only thing that you should never do is give up. You need to keep trying to put it into their head, because they'll lose motivation straight away. Because you could tell them one thing and they could forget it the next day. But if you keep bringing it up, I'm telling you, you could go 1 week. So, for example, if you talked about it every single day for 1 week, the next week, that's all, and you don't bring it up again, next week, that's all
gone.
they're going to think about. Because
Okay.
just the same idea keeps coming back into their head, and they will probably start brainstorming it, if not thinking about something different that they want to do. So that's just the way I'd want it to be approached by.
Okay. Well, more questions are coming in my head right now.
Damn.
I have two more questions for you.
Damn.
There's a third one, but I forgot it. Anyways, the second question. No. Yeah, the second actually. So I have all five together.
Did someone ask you for advice or what?
Hmm?
Where are these questions coming from?
My
Are you,
head.
are you trying to educate
I'm
someone?
writing them down in case I
Are
forget.
you trying to educate someone?
No, I'm not. Well, if people in your age see this video, so that's the legacy of, or pseudo legacy, pretty much,
Yeah.
for them to see it, and hopefully it turns something on inside them,
Mm-hmm.
to make them a better generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's for everybody. It's for the parents to learn, obviously, how they would approach their kids and how they would talk to them, which you explained really well, and for the youth as well to get a chance to explain their part. Everybody have a story, and it should be all heard. Yeah. So the question I have is, what will bring kids or youth to the community willingly without being forced to come to the community?
Well,
So if I was to ask you, what would take you to community? What would make you to be committed to community, participate all the time and stuff? And what are the barriers that makes people not even go there? So problem solution.
I mean, for me, if it was like I wanted to start a clinic, the thing that would keep me that would give me that drive is obviously the amount of kids that would show up. because the more kids,
No, but like let's say right now there's no much kids in community,
right.
and if they go there, they go because their parents kind of ask them to, not because they
True.
want to go. So what can we do to change that? Like I'm older, obviously. So
Yeah,
what would I
like
have to do to bring the youth to the community?
true.
Like someone from your age, let's say, what do you think will bring someone in your age to the community? Like, is it like the games we did last
It would
time? What
definitely,
would it be? Yeah.
it would definitely be sort of hosting little community events within something that a lot of kids would like.
Like what?
So I would say like anything to do with sports, because a lot of African kids love sports. So if you were to say we're gonna give out or either host a soccer match of some sort,
Yeah.
and we can bring little kids to participate in them, that would definitely give them that drive and the wanting for them to come. And if anything, they'll be looking more forward to it. And it's just those little clinics or little events that you host that a lot of kids look forward to. Because think about it. Look,
Mm.
I'm not trying to sound like I'm disrespectful or whatnot, but I see a lot of African parents that bring their kids to Lord and all that stuff. And I'm not sure if they've noticed, but a lot of kids do not participate in Lord
Of
because no one
course.
likes, they don't really understand the culture.
Yeah.
So they just look at it almost like they're just being forced to jump up and down, but they don't really see the meaning behind it. So it's like we need to host clinics that kids will like to actually participate in. So 100% it would be to do with sports, if not some like little games and stuff, not just boring games like just the games, the same games that they'd be doing in primary school.
Mm.
Or like for example, you got the egg race or something like the egg and spoon race.
Yeah.
You got little games
So
like that.
activities
So
day.
I'll definitely say like the present games that are being played right now than the olden games.
Do you
So
think parents should be participating in the games
hundred
with
percent
the
parents should
kids?
be participating. Yeah, parents should definitely be participating because if anything, the kids obviously can be shy when they see it at first because there'll be so many other kids that they just they don't know each other.
Mm.
But as soon as their parents get involved, their kids are gonna want to be involved, and then next thing you know, the whole family's in. And then once one when mom, oh Jesus,
Mm.
when one mom talks to another, then they introduce their kids to each other's kids. They say hello, they become friends, and it sort of just creates that little bond. And that's just
100%.
gonna keep wanting to bring the kids. And if anything, if they were to see them out in public, they'll be like, "What's going on, man?" Like they say hello to them like casually.
Mm.
So definitely, if we got parent participation in a lot of events, that'll definitely give little kids a big drive in it. Because if it's just them alone, they'll look at it like it's just another thing that they've been forced to do. But if they see that their parents are having fun with it, and they would actually see it as a good thing. So definitely, parent participation is very important, especially when you want to involve a lot more kids in events. So 100% parent invitation and participation as well would be pretty good.
Wow. It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, you're right, Now it's just communities. Parents says that kids don't want to come to. And I thought, you know what, I could be one of the people that could bring the kids. But anyways, I did my part and the attendance is not the way I want it to be, obviously, but that's why we're asking people, to at least have everybody's opinion. Yeah. So the last question I have for you is, what do kids in Australia think of going back home to South Sudan?
Oh man, I can answer this one straight from the heart because I
Yeah.
used to be one of them. I used to be the exact same.
Yeah.
First, right off the bat, a lot of kids they look at Africa like obviously you got the low standards, you got just the poor environment, but not only that, obviously when you go and see your parents, it seems like a very brutal place.
Mm.
Like you get beat up there all the time. You mess up one time, you get beat up straight away. And
Yeah.
I can't lie, that's even to this day, it's still like a present image in Africa.
Mm.
But the way a lot of kids look at it, it's like it's such a different standard to what they're living to right now. Obviously, they all got a roof under their heads. They got air conditioning. They got clothes and all that stuff. But in Africa, a lot of kids they don't have that. So it would definitely be a lot to do with the environment and just how people live in general. And obviously, the way the internet um makes these places look, they sometimes make them look really bad until you actually go there yourself and see what it looks like. So, for example, it's like in Nigeria, you got Lagos. Lagos is a whole city. It's almost like Melbourne.
Mm.
It's the same thing, but the way, but if you search up Nigeria on YouTube, for example, you got little people that make skits like that, and they're just like in like little brick houses, and that's the only side that the YouTube and just the internet association just shows, but they never show the beautiful side of Africa. So if anything, you should do your research of what it's actually like to be there. Obviously, it'll be very nerve wracking going to Africa, but it's just a matter of research, and you need to learn what you can before you go and see it yourself. Because not everything that you see on the internet is always true.
How about this? Another short question, yeah? Actually, it's a yes or no question. Do you think, like, what's the first thing comes in your head? Like, when your parents tell you, I'm going to take you to Africa, do you think you're being deported?
Yep.
Is a yes?
Yes. 100%.
And from how I spoke to one of the guys, I don't remember who it was, but apparently some youth or some people see Africa like it's a graveyard because most of their uncles or the people, older one, when they pass, they're going to return back to Africa to be buried there.
Yep.
You think you think of that as well?
100%. 100%.
So, what would community or would let's say someone as a youth leader or something have to do to get to make Africa or South Sudan or your home country, at least your hometown, attractive for kids to go? What would they have to do? That's my last question. Maybe do it 1 minute and we can move on to the next one.
Far. I'm not even sure what to say for that one.
Like what? Like let's say you heard of Bali, yeah?
Yeah.
Would you go to Bali?
Yeah.
Why?
Because of the nice beaches and stuff like that.
Because you've seen it, yeah?
Yeah.
So let's say if I go back home to Yerul, for example, and show you all the cattle keeping and the environment there and stuff like that, would that make people interested to want to go see for themselves?
Yeah.
You think?
100%. It's definitely just the just make good propaganda, I guess. It's just like
Yeah, that's true.
make like, so if you wanted to create little posters or flyers, say we want to organize a trip to this place, you basically show where you're staying and the conditions of it. To the kids, they won't look that bad. So it would definitely be the best. Like if you wanted to show, oh hold on, let me just restart real quick. Because bro, honestly, it's like if I was a kid and my uncles or something wanted to show me where I was going to be going, I definitely want to know. So I'd definitely get them to show me exactly where I'm staying, because it's better that I see what.
At least you have the imagination of it. Yeah.
I want to see, like if I was a kid and I was going to Africa, I want to see the good side of it, and I don't want to see the bad side, because obviously you will feel a lot more comfortable if you were to see the good side of it. Because it's like it's not the same. It's not like too different to what the conditions you are living in right now. So I definitely want to see the good side. Obviously, you might have little plans to take me out to the desert or whatnot, and that can be confidential until we get there. But for now, if you were to make little flyers, I want to know where I'm staying, and I want to know what the good places they look like and where I'm going to be. Then that's going to give you a bit of comfort. And
how about culture? If you were shown what culture you're going to learn about and stuff, is that intimidating or is that exciting?
A bit of both.
For example, let's say if I was to take you to cattle camp where there's cows and you get to use all this white, the cow, what's it called? Like ashes and stuff and put them in your body and all that. Like try the culture, like how they live there and stuff. Would that be something keep you curious to look forward to doing it, or you wouldn't do it?
It depends. A lot of different kids will look at it in two different ways. They can look at it as like it's like maybe a good thing to know about, but some kids might not feel very comfortable with
until
doing
they
that.
See other kids doing it.
Until they see other. So definitely influence is very high as well. If they see one of their mates doing it, maybe the other ones will do it as well.
Okay, so what's the last thing you want to say before you shut off? What's the most important thing we should have talked about and we haven't talked about that you think should have been said? It was about to do with the youth crime, the youth in Australia, African in general, and the legacy of South Sudan. What's the most important thing we should have talked about that we haven't talked about? Or to make it simple, what does legacy or pseudo legacy mean to you? Doesn't mean anything yet, yeah, because you're not
Nah,
there yet.
nothing yet.
But if it was, what would it have to take to kind of be meaningful for you?
I'll definitely need to go through some sort of experiences under SUDO Legacy
So let's
for me
say
to make that
if you actually
prediction.
recruited some kids to be photographers, you show them around and they get to like it. Do you think that would be called pseudo legacy?
No way,
Why not?
because it's not enough. Damn, what? Wait, what? I think I'm tripping out. Hey, yo. Hey, man, it's getting hot, bro.
Yeah, run it because we have to take this kid too. If you're watching this right now, I want you to think about these questions too for yourself and see if you can answer them. Because legacy is not just something you leave when you're gone, it's something you build every day. And this is just the beginning. Welcome to Pseudo Legacy. Cut.